Hello, my dear students of class 12. Today, I am going to teach you magnetic effects of current. Yes, this is the next chapter, magnetic effects of current. I'll make short video one by one. You please watch the video properly, okay? And write it down everything in your copy. So today, we're going to discuss about magnetic effects of current. First of all, students, see the name first and understand. Magnetic effects of current. What does it mean? It means if there is a current carrying conductor, student, if there is a current carrying conductor, means whenever current passes through the conductor. So current passes means what? Charge, electrons flows through the conductor. So whenever student electrons flows through the conductor means a charged particle moving. See, actually charged particle moving in the opposite direction of the current. So whenever charged particles moving through the conductor, then there is a magnetic field. There is a magnetic field produced around the conductor, students. So see the name magnetic effects of current means if current passes through the conductor, means the flow of charges, then there produce some magnetic effects, magnetic fields round the conductors. This effect is called magnetic effects of current. It means magnetic effects occurs due to the flow of current. Magnetic effects occurs due to the flow of current. Okay, got it? So that's why the name magnetic effect of current. It means what? If current passes through the conductor, it produces magnetic field round the conductor. So student, from this you can calculate if you place, suppose there is a wire, current carrying wire. If you place a magnetic needle above it, and if you place your right hand like this, then thumb, the direction of thumb will represent the north pole and south pole of the magnetic needle, means compass. So this is a current carrying wire. You just place your right hand. This, look, the right hand. You just place the right, put the right hand. The fingers represent the direction of current. Then the thumb, this thumb represent the north pole. It will actually slightly tilt. Okay. So this is the by the use of a compass, you can conclude that the current carrying wire produces magnetic field round it. Got it? So now the question is, what is the direction of magnetic field? Number one, and number two is the value of magnetic field. So whenever current passes through the conductor, so your next job is to find the value of magnetic field. For that, student, we use a very useful law. The name of the law is what? Yes, Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law. This law tells us the value of magnetic field due to the flow of current. So students, Biot-Savart law, for that, suppose you want to find the magnetic field at point P here. So we draw a straight line from, suppose the length of the wire L, and we draw a straight line. So we take a small element dl. Okay. As current flowing through the wire, we can write the current element I into dl. Right. I into dl is the current element. So student, we are actually going to find out the magnetic field at point P, okay, at the distance of r, and this is the angle of theta. Okay, so here angle theta means ideal and r, the angle between the current element ideal and r. Okay, so this is the angle theta. Now students, first of all, we are going to find the direction of magnetic field. For that, again we use the right hand. See, the right hand is a useful hand to us. Okay, so you just think you are just holding the wire like this. you are just holding the wire like this. Then see the thumb representing the direction of current, and the rest of the fingers in this side comes out from the board. So this coming out lines you can draw dot. Okay, dot means comes out. And see the fingers going round the that side like this, going round that side means it be into the board. See the fingers, the lines goes into the board. So inward means you can write draw cross. Cross means inward, dot means outward. See actually the concept, suppose it's an arrow. So whenever you see the pinpoint of the pen, so this point it coming out, it means you actually what you saw, this is a point, okay, and it just bend like this and going into the board. So at that point the cross, the arrow end point looks like cross. So that's why the end point we can draw cross, and this point, the point. Okay, understood? So this is dot. So whenever you take the R from this point to that point, suppose it's a P dash, then you draw dot, and at this side you can draw cross. So this is all about cross, direction of magnetic. So everywhere here cross, no doubt, everywhere, here and there, all the lines of force inward, and here comes out, student. So here all the field is dot, and here all the field actually cross. Infinite number of lines going comes out and into the goes into the board. Okay, so I'm just rubbing the whole thing. So now our aim to find out the magnetic field. For that we'll write B. B means magnetic field. B means what? Magnetic field. And you can write dB. For Biot-Savart law, actually it is a differential form of magnetic field. So dB is equal to dB actually proportional to IDL. Okay, dB also proportional to the angle theta, sine of angle theta, and dB also proportional to 1 by r square. Then accumulated all the things, you can write dB equal to dB proportional to I dl sine of theta by r square. You can put equal to by placing mu naught by 4 pi. This is a constant term, and mu naught, here mu naught represents permeability of, naught means free space. Okay, permeability of free space. The value of mu naught by 4 pi is equal to 10 to the power minus 7, and put the unit Newton, I think Newton per ampere square like this. Okay, so this is permeability. Okay, so student, now this is called Biot-Savart law. What? So you please say with me, dB equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sine theta by r square. Please write it down everything. dB equal to this. Now you can write the vector form. So you can write the vector form dB vector is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl cross r unit vector by r square. See, unit vector and cross of dl means what? dl into r into sine theta. The mod value of unit vector r is 1. So if you calculate dl cross r, it means what? dl mod value of r into sine of theta. So mod value of r means 1 because unit vector value of unit vector always 1. So dl into 1 into sine theta. So you can get back to the second equation, but you can get back to the previous equation. Understood, student? So dl sine theta, see here written dl sine theta. So you can write dl sine theta in another way like this. I think you understood. And then if you put r unit vector equal to vector r by mod value of r, then mod value multiplied by r square, it will be r cube. So dB vector equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl cross r by r cube. This is the vector form of Biot-Savart law. Student, you can write any of it. Okay? Please pause the video and write everything. Then student, we are going to find out what is the unit of magnetic field. Same thing will happen for this side also. So no need to write. Then student, unit of B field. Unit. What is the unit of B? Student, you can calculate unit of B with the help of Lorentz force that already you got in the first video. So F equal to, and later on I will also discuss F equal to IBL. So from this you can also calculate the value of, means the unit of B. B equal to F by I into L. F means Newton, I means ampere, length means meter. So in one words you can write Tesla. So student, Tesla is the SI unit of magnetic field vector. Okay. In the next, this is the first video. In the next video, I will tell you the applications of Biot-Savart law. Okay. Thank you for watching, student. Thank you.